Welcome back to Peak Physique, the channel where we decode the science of fitness and turn it into simple, actionable steps you can use to transform your body. Now, let me start by asking you a question. Have you ever gone to the gym for weeks or months, and felt like your muscles just aren't growing as fast as you hoped? Or maybe you're lifting weights, eating protein, and doing everything right, but still not seeing the results you imagined when you first picked up that dumbbell. If that's you, don't worry, you're not alone. In fact, what most people don't realize is that building muscle is not just about lifting weights or eating chicken and rice. It's about moving through different levels of growth that almost nobody talks about. And today, I'm going to walk you through the 5 levels of building muscle that nobody told you about. Once you understand these levels, you'll not only know why your progress might feel stuck, you'll also learn exactly how to push through those plateaus and finally build the strong, lean, muscular body you've always wanted. So stick with me until the very end, because trust me, level 5 is the secret that separates average gym goers from those who build superhero-level physiques. Level 1. The awakening phase. Think back to the very first time you ever stepped into a gym, or maybe the first time you ever picked up a pair of dumbbells at home. At this stage, everything feels new. Your muscles are untrained, your nervous system is adapting, and the changes you see in the mirror seem to happen almost magically. This is often called the newbie gains phase, and if you've ever noticed how beginners pack on size and strength super fast in their first 6 to 12 months, that's why. Your body is experiencing resistance training for the first time, and it responds like a sponge soaking up water. But here's the catch, this level doesn't last forever. And most people waste it. See, in the awakening phase, your body is hyper-responsive. That means if you fuel it with enough protein, train consistently, and get proper rest, you can experience the fastest growth you'll ever have. The sad truth? Many beginners skip workouts, eat poorly, and don't take recovery seriously. By the time they realize what they wasted, this golden window has already closed. So, if you're at level 1 right now, here's the secret. Treat every workout like it's building the foundation for your future physique. Because it is. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Most people think building muscle is a straight upward climb. But let me ask you this. What if I told you that after this beginner's rush, your progress actually slows down dramatically, and you may even feel like you're not growing at all? That brings us to level 2. Level 2. The plateau wall. Every lifter eventually hits it. That dreaded stage where you're working hard, going to the gym consistently, eating your meals, but the scale isn't moving, and your muscles don't seem to be growing anymore. This is the plateau wall, and it's where 80% of people give up. Why does it happen? Because your body is a master of adaptation. At first, lifting weights was a shock, but now, it's become routine. Your muscles no longer need to grow because they're already strong enough for what you're asking them to do. This is where the real journey begins. Most people stuck at this level make one of 2 mistakes. They either push harder in the wrong way, by overtraining without proper recovery, or they get discouraged and quit altogether. But here's the truth. The plateau wall is not a dead end. It's a test. It's your body asking you, are you willing to outsmart me? The solution at this level is progressive overload. That means you have to challenge your muscles in new ways, by lifting heavier, increasing volume, changing tempo, or even switching up exercises. The key is variety with purpose. Think of it like this, if you're lifting the same weights today that you were 6 months ago, why would your muscles have any reason to grow? And let me warn you right now, if you never learn how to break through this wall, you'll stay stuck here forever. But if you do, you unlock something far greater, the growth zone. Level 3. The growth zone. This is where the magic happens. After you break through your plateau by forcing your body to adapt again, you enter the growth zone. And unlike the beginner phase, this growth is slower but much more intentional. At this stage, you're not just lifting weights, you're mastering the art of training. You start to understand the importance of form, mind-muscle connection, rest periods, and nutrition on a deeper level. You realize that building muscle isn't about how much you lift, but about how effectively you target and stimulate your muscles. This is where discipline beats motivation. Because let's be honest, it's easy to feel motivated in the beginning. But now, it's about consistency. It's about showing up, week after week, even when the progress is slow. Here's where a lot of people also start paying attention to recovery. Sleep, stress management, and smart nutrition become just as important as the workout itself. In fact, you could argue they're even more important, because muscles don't grow in the gym, they grow when you rest. If you're in the growth zone, congratulations, you're officially no longer just someone who works out, you're becoming an athlete. But let me ask you this. Have you ever wondered why some people reach this stage and still never transform their bodies into something truly impressive? That's because they never make it to the next level, the elite phase. Level 4. The elite phase. The elite phase is where the game changes. By this point, you've been training for years. You've built a solid physique. Friends and family might even start asking you for workout tips. But now, if you want to keep progressing, you need to think beyond just lifting weights. This is where science and strategy come in. The elite phase is about precision. Tracking your macros, optimizing your workout split, experimenting with advanced techniques like drop sets, supersets, time under tension, and periodization. At this stage, you're no longer just working out, you're training with intention. The elite phase also demands patience. Growth is slower here. You might fight for just a few extra pounds of muscle each year. But those pounds are what transform you from looking fit to looking truly extraordinary. Here's the mindset shift. Every small gain matters. Every extra rep, every additional ounce of protein, every night of deep sleep, it all adds up over time. And if you stay disciplined long enough, you unlock the final and rarest level of all. Level 5. The mastery phase. This is the level that almost nobody talks about, because so few ever reach it. The mastery phase is when building muscle is no longer just about your body, it's about your identity, your lifestyle, your philosophy. At this level, training becomes second nature. It's not a chore. It's not even a habit. It's simply who you are. You don't skip workouts because you don't feel like it. You don't skip because it's part of your DNA now. The mastery phase is also where the mental aspect of fitness truly shines. You've built the discipline, the knowledge, and the experience. You understand that building muscle isn't a destination, it's a lifelong journey. Now let me ask you, which level are you at right now? Be honest with yourself. Are you just starting out in the awakening phase? Are you stuck at the plateau wall? Or are you already grinding in the growth zone, aiming for mastery? Because here's the truth, you can reach any level you want, as long as you're willing to keep pushing forward. Remember, building muscle isn't just about what you do in the gym. It's about the mindset you bring, the consistency you maintain, and the patience you practice. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to Peak Physique, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a chance to level up your fitness journey. And tell me in the comments below, what level are you at right now, and what's your next step to move higher? Thanks for watching, and remember, it's not just about building muscle, it's about building the best version of yourself.